Here we go. The next big extension, who was in talks for getting an extension with the Buffalo Bills, is Greg Rousseau. He is coming back to Buffalo. The contract shows as follows. The Bills are signing defensive end Greg Rousseau to a 4-year, $80 million contract extension. $54 million in the deal, fully guaranteed, part of the contract. In my opinion, don't get me wrong, Greg Rousseau had a strong start to the season. He had 3 sacks in week 1 against the Arizona Cardinals. But for the rest of the season, from week 2 to week 18, he only had 5. 8 sacks on a season. Now, Greg Rousseau is not that crazy of like a known name in the NFL. He is still pretty good as a player himself, entering his 5th year next season. So for him to have a guy like him to have 8 sacks, pretty good for him. Leonard Floyd had around the same thing, 11 sacks last year. I'm not going to say they're on the same production standpoint, but Leonard Floyd also is not a big name known. Greg Rousseau, congrats on getting your contract extension. Next up, you bring in Christian Benford to get his contract extension, and you got to bring in James Cook to get that extension. The Cook extension got to happen soon. The James Cook extension needs to happen. I mean, I know for a fair point on the running backs, we have Ty Johnson and Ray Davis. Those guys are good, don't get me wrong. James Cook, I feel like, is a bit better, though. They might have to restructure some contracts. Von Miller's gone if we can get Myles Garrett. Max Crosby's gone off the list. Trey Hendrickson, I've seen some stuff about him going to Buffalo. I've seen some stuff about DK Metcalf, so we'll see how that works. I wouldn't mind Metcalf on the Bills. I mean, he's not the craziest wide receiver. He isn't a 1,000-yard receiver, don't get me wrong. So bringing in Metcalf, pairing him with Josh Allen would be pretty nice to watch. I could see that happening. I also don't know if it's going to happen exactly. But Greg Rousseau, congrats on getting your extension with the Bills. Benford and Cook, you guys are next.